Salutations, everyone. Welcome to Save State, where we save our progress from the last week and reflect upon what happened. This week was quite the week. It was a week of feels. A lot of things happened. A lot of things to talk about, get excited about. Genesis 3, that was awesome. I think the best Smash 4 tournament that there has been so far. Just with the sheer number of people, the competitive level. I mean, that was like the buzz just going off. And then, of course, getting to see Renai for the first time against the entire field of Smash 4 players. That was really cool. The Rams are moving to Los Angeles. I mean, we knew something was going to eventually happen, but it's something that they talk about every single year. And it was one of my predictions for 2016. They'll talk about a team going to LA and nothing will happen as always. I'm happy that I was wrong this time, though. It was best case scenario. The Rams are going to LA for 2016, and the Raiders have the smallest chance to go to LA, which is fantastic. Hate the Raiders, just a gang culture, shitty football team. People just like it because, they're gangsters and all their colors are black and silver. Somehow that's cool or whatever. Anyways, so that's pretty awesome. That was pretty awesome. The freaking divisional round was amazing. The Cardinals-Packers game, off the charts, amazeballs, soul-crushing that Aaron Rodgers threw another Hail Mary to tie that game after beating my Lions earlier in the season. But now the Cardinals are moving on, going on to the NFC Conference Championship against the Panthers. Fortunately, it's in Carolina, but I think they'll do well, and I hope Peyton beats Brady, and it'll be a Broncos Cardinals Super Bowl, and I'll be happy no matter what happens. So that's really, really awesome. Looking forward to the games this weekend, and I really, really hope I have somebody to root for, whether it be the Broncos or the Cardinals. So that'll be fairly nice. But I made a lot of mistakes this week. It started on Sunday when I watched episodes 8 and 9 of RWBY. That shit happened. That was crazy. If you guys follow RWBY, you know what I'm talking about. That train was going to Feels City, and I was like, all right, shit is kicking off. The tone is changing. The things that have been set up for the last 2 years are starting to really kick off, and that show is just incredible. So that was really amazing. Then I made the mistake of watching the cutscenes for Kingdom Hearts 258 by 2 Days, because that's on the Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD Remix collection. I've beat the first game, and I've beaten Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm streaming Rechain of Memories right now, and during the stream, people keep telling me, watch the Days cutscene, because that'll unlock, cards for you to play in Rechain. It'll make the game, you'll get better stuff. So I'm like, alright, cool. And, yeah, that's one of the saddest games ever. So many of you watch me on Twitch, know Garcon, one of my mods, and he was telling me, you need to watch these cutscenes. So here's my Twitter action with him. You should watch Days cutscene. Be prepared to cry. Days has one of the saddest storylines in the series. And I was like, no, don't say that. And then he tweeted back, yeah, I think it's actually the saddest game in the series. 4 hours later, I tweeted him, I fucking hate you. And then he tweets a couple hours later, I warned you. Yeah, that was a thing. And I was doing another playthrough of Life is Strange. So I was already on the seat of Feelsville. And then And then I made another mistake because I'm trying to round out the movies of 2015 so I can make my reviews and do that video that I do every year. I review every movie that I saw on the past year, and I think I'm at 46 movies right now, which is lower than my usual number of films. But I'm rounding those out. I think there's only a couple more that I need to see. I need to see The Big Short and Brooklyn and maybe The Hateful Eight. I'm still, I would like to, but so only a few more movies to go. There are some that I would like to see, but I don't aren't that important, and I want to be prepared for the Oscars and all that. So I was like, oh, what movie should I watch? Maybe The Walk. But I was like, oh, When Marnie Was There. I haven't seen that yet. The newest Studio Ghibli film, and I was like, oh yeah, absolutely, I gotta watch that. That was a mistake. If you guys know, the Ghibli films always just filled with feels, and not all of them, but for the most part. And about 10-15 minutes in, I was like, uh-oh, I made a mistake. That's a movie. That was a really good movie, but damn. So I made mistake after mistake this week of just too many feels, man. It's a rule that I set myself when I first started watching anime, which was when I was in college, and you don't want to watch too many sad animes in a row because it gets you bummed out or whatever. So I was like, I set a tone for myself, like sad anime. And then, one that I know is going to be super happy or moe or action or comedy or what have you. Split them up. Make sure that that you're going to have a break. And there's some that I don't know how this one's going to turn out. Save that one for another time, because who knows, a freaking yandere could show up and just ruin everything. That happens. So I've always tried to pace myself because I've made the mistake of watching too many sad ones in a row, and I didn't break that rule, but I essentially did that this past week with RWBY and Kingdom Hearts Days and Life is Strange and When Marnie Was There. Just too much feels for 1 week. That was an absolute overload. So yesterday I pre-ordered my Ryu, Roy, and Famicom Rob amiibos. So 2016 starting off right. Didn't have to get into those pre-order windows first thing. I was like, oh, I saw a tweet. It's 15 minutes ago. The amiibo realm has kind of changed to where you don't have to be there the first 20 seconds to actually get a pre-order in. So I got them all. So yeah, that's definitely a cool high note. I didn't even know that Ryu was available for pre-order. I only saw tweets for Rob and Roy, especially since he is a GameStop exclusive. But while I was getting my Famicom Rob, because I didn't buy the triple pack, but I still kind of want a Rob. I kind of want Duck Hunt too. But I was like, I'll just get the Famicom Rob, so that's cool. And then I saw Ryu was on for pre-order at Best Buy, so I was like, oh yeah, clickety clack. So boom, I got the 3 amiibos. Now the only ones are gonna be Cloud and probably Corrin, because I have all the Fire Emblem amiibos so far. So I want Corrin to round them out. I don't know how good the character is gonna be, but that's only a couple weeks away, so that's pretty cool. Bayonetta as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get her amiibo or what have you. Definitely gonna try the character out. Of course, people ask me, are you gonna buy Corrin and absolutely. I don't care what the DLC character is for Smash. I'm gonna buy them. I don't care if it's Pong Paddle, DLC character, Pong Paddle joins the paddle. I'd buy it, because it's Smash. I want to have all the characters. I don't really need all the stages, especially if they're not going to be tournament legal or anything. But yeah, totally going to get those characters and get the Corrin amiibo along with Cloud once that's announced. Probably won't get that until July, August, September, November. Who knows? I mean, we had to wait over a year to get the Falco amiibo, and he wasn't DLC. And we have Mewtwo. Actually, Mewtwo came out before Falco, and he was the first DLC character. But the first post-launch DLC character that we knew about, Roy and Ryu, we're not getting them until March. So, who knows when Cloud's going to be. That's probably going to be at least another 4 months until we get those guys. So, but that will be cool. That will be cool, because my amiibo collection has pretty much rounded out. I've gotten almost every amiibo that I want at this point. I would like Pit and I would like Duck Hunt. But I don't really need them. I have all the ones that I really, really want. Finally got to Robin Lucina and DDD that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. So I'm at a weird point in gaming right now where I've finished all my Smash character tutorials until the DLC comes out. But don't worry, there'll be more Smash content every single week. I'm gonna be starting up a new series soon and all that good stuff. But as far as like playing games, I'm streaming, but I'm always looking for new games to stream. So I have like 7 on my board right now. I don't know if I want to stream Hyrule Warriors or Tomb Raider or the first new one, the reboot one, Shadow of Mordor, Sunset Overdrive, Snoopy's Grand Adventure, Zone of the Enders HD Collection. I think those like the ones that I'm thinking of doing next. So I might do a Twitter poll. Hopefully, get more than 2 votes to see if there's some kind of consensus on what people want. Still trying to find a Windows OS so I can start building my computer. Really don't want to spend a ton of money to just get an operating system, but I guess that's what I'm probably going to have to do. If you have any sources for me, please tweet at me. But there are so many, like, the game season hasn't started yet for 2016. Like, the movie season is going to start kicking off in February with Deadpool, and then really kick off in March. But the gaming season is starting to pick up. Fates comes out in a few weeks, and Star Fox we're gonna get in springtime. So that's still a ways from kicking off. Then Uncharted, which got pushed back a few weeks ago. But there's so many games that have been updated and gotten DLC and things I need to catch up on. Like I haven't played Black Ops 3 as much as I would like. I haven't played Battlefront as much as I would like. I haven't even done any of the single player for that yet. I got Destiny the Taken King. I mean, I was with everybody when I was like, I played Destiny. I liked it, but there was no story and there was very little to do once you maxed out everything. This was like a year ago. I was the best that you could be. I was maxed out on everything at the point that I quit, outside of like having all of the great guns like the Galahorn, the Saros Regime, and Icebreaker, and all that good stuff. But I was like, yeah, that was fun, and I have like over 2 days played on the game, so I did spend some time, but I didn't have friends to play with. And but then when the DLC came out, people's like, oh, the game's getting better, and then they're getting better, and they're taking that game out, and everyone's like, oh my god, this game's amazing, and it's still a huge game. I was one of the top 10 on Twitch, streaming, and I played with some friends recently on one of their streams, and I was like, yeah, I'll get the Taken King. I'll try that out. So I need to get back into Destiny to at least try out that DLC. The DC Universe Online cross-play starts next week. PS3, PS4, and PC. It also comes out on the Xbox One, but the Xbox One hasn't been announced as part of the cross-play. But I want to get back into that. Either continuing my character on PS3 or just starting a new character on PS4. Kind of haven't decided. I spent a lot of time on my character on PS3, so I might be doing that at least to start off. And I also want to get back into Diablo 3 because there's that whole new content that dropped, and I really, really love that game, and I haven't played that for like maybe almost 2 years, if not give or take. But I really, really love that game, and I played it nonstop. It's like when Reaper of Souls, shortly before Reaper of Souls came out, and for like the year afterwards. So I really want to get back into that, as well as playing other games in my backlog, and just playing multiplayer stuff every day, and just playing more games. That's the gamer cliche, like New Year's resolution is I want to play more video games, and I don't believe in New Year's resolutions because they're stupid, but I do want to play more games and play the games that I still haven't played, because I got Shadow of Mordor and Tomb Raider like over a year ago, and I still haven't played them. Same with the Zone of the Enders HD collection. But yeah, I really need to nail down a schedule of playing games, streaming games, and getting content for YouTube. So that's going to be kind of difficult to juggle, and that's without anything new coming out. Like, I could spend the rest of this year playing games that I haven't started playing, and the games that I need to continue or get back to playing. I could go forever, but Star Fox Zero comes out, and then Uncharted comes out. The Division, hopefully I get into that beta. The Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 2 beta was really fun. I only did get to play it for a day, but that was fun. But I was like, I don't know if I could fit this into my schedule. Either it'll get, shelved and not play it along with a bunch of other games, or it gets in the way of me playing other games that I want to play. But, I guess it's a cool problem to have, not something that we really had in our childhoods or, but, with technology and, the gaming industry just becoming the biggest thing in the world. ESPN is even they said they're going to add Smash Brothers to their lineup. That's really cool. And, but yeah, anyways, it was a week of feels and a week of a little bit of anxiety, but it's going good. It's going pretty good. I want to finish out the Rechain playthrough and start something new. So yeah, gonna watch some football this week and work on some content for y'all. So hope you all had a good week as well, and I'll talk to you next time.